So hi everyone, I'm just down here at City Cycler, the best shop in Windsor, Ontario. It's actually located in a very historic part of Windsor known as Fort City. It's basically where the automotive industry started in Windsor, and in Canada, and really where Canada kind of really started in general too. So if you are in Windsor and you're looking for anything bike shop related or bike related, stop in. The guys will take care of you at City Cycling for sure. So if you're new to the channel, my name's Dean, and if you could hit that subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. And if you feel like it, hit the like button as well. So I'm here today to talk to you guys about how I keep my stuff powered up on the road. Basically, when I started my trip last year, the first half, I only had a solar panel and a 6500 milliamp power bank and just a basic wall charger that I was using. And to be quite honest with you, it just was not enough, like not even close. So this year I switched and I got on board after doing a lot of research, watching a lot of videos, looking at different choices. I don't even know how I didn't have these power banks last year, but so basically how I kept powered up this year was with 2 power banks, and then I had other options as well. So let's go over these different power banks and the other options, and we'll go from there. The first power bank I'm going to talk about is from a company called Crave Plus Pro. And this is a 20,000 milliamp power bank. It has 2 quick charge ports on it and 2 quick charge 3.0 ports. They'll basically charge a 6,000 milliamp phone from 10 to 15% to full in under an hour to a little over an hour, just depending on the situation. Heat and cold have an effect on that stuff too. So I believe this came in at about $175, but the links for all this stuff will be in the description below, so you can check out prices. Click on the links and check out the prices there. But this one I used a lot because it has an aluminum body and it fit really nicely into my handlebar bag, so that kind of why it became the go-to one. And it held up really good for well over 6,000 kilometers, no issues whatsoever. It takes about 6 hours to charge it from a wall charger. From a solar panel, it's going to take substantially longer. I don't have the numbers for that though, so I definitely recommend the Crave Plus Pro. Definitely for the money, it's worth it. And the second one I used a lot was the Anker Power Cell. This is actually a larger milliamp power bank. This one is 26,800 milliamps. This one has 3 what they call IQ ports or smart charge ports, so they will adapt to what power your phone or device needs. The only downfall I found to this one is that it is plastic, but it seems like it's very durable, so I really don't know that that's going to be an issue. But the other thing I didn't really like about it, to charge it you have to use 2 micro USB cords to charge it quickly. You can use 1, but it would take like 10 to 12 hours to charge it. With the 2, it takes about the same as the other one, about 6 to 8 hours depending on the situation. So, but very, very good power bank. Again, I think it's a little cheaper than the Crave was. You're going to have to click on the link to find the price of this. I'm thinking it came in at around $125 to $150, but don't quote me on that. Again, worked really well. And when I kept this charged up in the Crave, I was pretty much good to go all the time. Like I said, going forward this year, I'm going to be doing more camping, so I will need to use a solar panel more. Last year, unfortunately, because of many circumstances, I ended up in a motel room a lot, so I was able to charge the power banks up there. But these 2 power banks were what basically powered my trip. So I could end the video here, but I'm going to cover a couple other things I use as well. I use a lot when I'm somewhere where I can plug in is a brick or a plug-in charger. Last year I had the same version of this, and it's a 65 watt Anker. I believe it's a power brick it's called, 65 watts. As I mentioned, it has 5 ports, 2 are quick charge 3.0, same charging time as the other quick charge 3.0 ones as well. Highly worth the money, guys. I think this was on sale for $50, to be honest with you. Again, Anker product. They're definitely one of the benchmarks in the power bank and charging industry. So again, check this out. I got both Anker products from Amazon, so I'll put the link to Amazon in with the descriptions as well. Another option I do have when I'm on the road is I can use the power pack for my drone. So this is where I put the batteries for the drone in here, charge them up. but it can also double as a power bank, around 5,000 to 6,000 milliamps. So it actually works better than this other really bad power bank that I got. We'll talk about that in a second. So yeah, one good thing to know is that your DJI Power Pack will double as a power bank. So this is the power bank I was just talking about. It's from a company called Survival for All, and it is straight up garbage. It's supposed to be, get this, 60,000 milliamps, but it's lucky to be 5. It won't even charge a smartphone to full from 10 or 15,000, sorry, from 10 to 15%. So I just really wanted to show you this to make sure that you guys don't buy this. I think it was only $60, but it's totally a waste of $60. Yeah, it has the wireless charge, but big deal. You can get those for $25 on Amazon, and they actually work good. So Survival for All, no good, don't get it. And then as far as the GoPro goes, they all have their own battery packs. The GoPro has its own power packs, and then I have some aftermarket batteries as well, and they all came with their own. Use them along with the GoPro cords or the good cords as well. It just depends how many plug-in options I have. If I'm in a hotel room and I can plug stuff in all over, then I'll pretty much use all the outlets in the whole room. So if I'm at a campground and I only have a couple outlets, then I'll use that. But yeah, so that's what I use for the GoPros. But one thing I did learn when researching the power banks is that you can get the best power banks you want and the best chargers you want, but if you don't have good cords, then you are not defeating the purpose, but you are taking the performance down a little bit. So you need to get quick charge cables. These cables here, they also have the special head on them so that they don't stick straight up like normal and they can break off. They're flat on the device. I'm going to show a picture of that right now, a more up close picture. But that'll just stop the heads from breaking off or just splitting over time from just constant bending back and forth. So again, a company called Titan, and they are fast charge cables. So look into getting some really good cables. I have probably about 8 cables I carry with me, all various lengths. I have one that's, I think, 10 feet long. It might be 12 feet. And you really rarely need a cable that long, but you never know. You might be at a place where the plug's under a table somewhere and you have to crawl under and get it. So the thing about the really long cables is they don't charge as fast. Obviously, the longer cable, a shorter cable like this with a quick charge 3.0 is definitely going to charge things way quicker. So keep that in mind. Get yourself good cables. You can go on Amazon and get like these 5 cable packs that run for like $30, and they're just a good braided. That's the other thing too, is the braiding on it. They don't crack. They can bend without cracking and all that. So good cables, get yourself some. And I've already talked about the solar panel, but I've been using a Goal Zero Nomad, is it a Nomad 7 Plus. I've heard a lot of bad reviews on it, but about them falling apart and breaking, but I haven't had any issues with mine so far. It seems to have worked well. Like I said, I didn't use it a lot on the second half of the trip. I'm going to use it this year a lot more, and maybe in conjunction with another solar panel as well, a different make, but I'll talk about that when I get it. So a lot of people don't think solar is a good way to go, but I mean, really honestly, it's just another way to kind of get things charged up a bit. If you're in a sticky situation where you really need to get your phone charged and just to get on some maps if you're lost or something, a little trickle charge from a solar panel could save your butt. So don't discount solar, but definitely do your research, because there are better ones, and I know there are better ones than this. And when I get a better one, I'll let you know for sure. So, and basically to carry all my power banks, cable and all that, I just keep it in this little case tucked in my pannier bag. It just keeps things from getting tossed around and easier to find, and keeps the power banks from getting all banged up as well. So that's basically it, guys. Like I said, the 2 power banks turned into be real workhorses, the Crave Plus Pro and the Anker. So really, if you have a couple good power banks, especially larger ones, like don't get 5,000 or 6,000 milliamp ones. Get yourself a good 20,000 or more. I would say 20 to 25, 26,000 milliamps is really all you need. You don't need anything bigger. I mean, Goal Zero does make a power bank called the Yeti, and you can actually plug a regular wall plug into it. But they are substantially heavy, and I think for bike packing, they might not be ideal just because of the weight. Whereas if you're on a canoe trip or something where you can get away with more weight, then you can definitely get away with stuff like that. But anyways, guys, that's the basics of what I do to keep my stuff charged on the road. If you have any questions at all about how I do this, just throw me a comment below and I'll do my best to answer that. So, like I said, if you've stuck around for this long in the video and you liked what you saw and you're not subscribed, please do so, guys. But anyways, I'll see you in the next video, which will probably be another review on, I'm thinking the next one I'm going to do how my kitchen stuff, how I eat, cook, and all that stuff on the road. So look forward to that one coming out next, and I hope everyone's doing well, and I'll talk to you later. Cheers.